Christmas is my favorite time of the year, and for today's video, I'm going to be making some Torrone Bianco, which is basically soft white nougat, and it is made with honey, hazelnuts, almonds, sugar, and lots of love. This is a recipe that I've done many times, many years. It's also very common back in Italy. Some people like to change it up. They like to add different things in it, but this is kind of the general recipe to get you going. It is, again, one of my favorite. My family loves it.
Put
I love
the
it.
things
And
right here,
it's
and
easy,
then
actually really easy to make. It just takes
bean in
time
here.
and really stick.
And then we're
Now we're
gonna
going to start off here by
Try not to
cracking
get
some
everything in there.
hazelnuts. I ordered these off of nuts.com. These are actually really good quality. You can buy them already deshelled, and they actually cost less per pound than I thought they would. So I think they have some pretty good promotions. Link below if you are interested in that. These are actually pretty easy to deshell. All you need to do is get a cracker like I have over here, or get yourself a cutting board, a hammer, and a wrench, and you can crack them pretty easily. Nothing too fantastic. But you don't want to ruin the actual fruit itself, so. As you can kind of see in the video, this is also a really good time to kind of bond with your kids, especially during the holiday season. When I was a kid and I had my nonna and my mom, we used to do stuff like this all the time, so it kind of brings back memories when I do it with my kids, you know, minus the yelling and screaming that I am now subjected to. But it's definitely bring back a lot of good memories.
No, pick it up. Pick it up.
And it gives them a good skill too. So if you guys have kids and you want to do something fun with them, this is a cool activity to do. Plus, they love cracking things and breaking things. I actually ended up with 184 grams from this 1 pound bag. It's around 6.5 ounces.
6.5 ounces. So
you can tell around 9.5 to 10 ounces were actually just the shells. So I actually ended up doubling the recipe. We spent another hour cracking these shells with the kids, and we ended up with like 13 ounces or 365 grams of actual hazelnuts. So this was perfect for my recipe. Now what you kind of do next is you want to just kind of toss them up, cover them up, and toss them just to kind of break away all the top layers of skin on them. This is actually, I found out, is easy to do once they are already roasted. But give it a few goes, get rid of any kind of shell pieces that might have inadvertently fallen into the bowls, and do that for a little bit until you're satisfied. These are raw. You need to basically cook them, and you can cook them in an air fryer or in an oven. I have a little air fryer, and spread them out in little baskets and whatnot so they're not all touching. And then you want to pop it, in my case, an air fryer at 370 for around 10 minutes. You want to switch them up a little bit, the top and the bottom, so they don't get burned.
Okay, after they have cooked in the air fryer, that beautiful color, gonna put them back in here. I'm gonna get all the little shells out. We can hear them. And hear them crackle.
I kind of mentioned this before. This is where you want to basically shake off the skin of the nut as much as you can, and you can use a colander and a bowl and basically twist it around until you get the majority of the skin off. Use your hands, maybe preferably wait until they're kind of cool. I actually did this when they were really hot. It wasn't the best idea, but you can do it. You can kind of break up those skins. And because you don't want that in the final product, they actually end up making your piece of nougat less cohesive, and the skin will actually peel itself off of the fruit, and it doesn't make for a good product. So go ahead and remove as much as you can, and there you go.
While these are cooling, we're gonna toast some almonds. I don't have whole almonds, so we'll have to do the sliced version of it. This is around 100 grams. Okay, pop those in here. About eight minutes of that. For this next part, we're going to want to boil honey. In this case, I'm using Manuka honey from New Zealand. I've never tried it before with this, but we're going to try it with this to see if we get a better flavor. And we're going to do 200 grams of this. I'm going to put it on a pot, zero it out. And let's see, here we go. That's some thick honey. Blop. Manuka honey is actually really good. It has a lot of antibacterial properties, antimicrobial properties, and it's only found in New Zealand. So if you can get your hands on it, it's much more healthy wise than regular honey you can get from our American bees. Man, it's really sticky stuff. Alright, so we're at almost 200 grams. Probably too much there I put. That's okay. We'll take a bit out. Here we go. You don't have to be too exact, but try to be somewhat exact. Okay. Now we're going to put this on the fire on your stove. And you're going to cook it until it reaches 124 degrees Celsius. I'll do it here. In another pan, you're going to get 100 ml of water, 360 grams of caster sugar, almost there. And 30 grams of honey again. That's all right. It's all right if it's a bit over. I'm going to put this on the other fire stove, and this is going to go to 145 degrees Celsius, while this is going to go to 124. So we're not there yet. It still has to melt, but you can tell we're already at, let's see, what are we at? 70, 80, 84, 86, 89, 92. So we're getting there. So I'm going to lower this. Possibly take it off. Take it off real quick. Because while this is going like that, we need to prepare our egg whites. Go ahead and get some egg whites ready. You're going to need 2 egg whites for this. You're going to start beating these.
With 2 egg whites, you're going to add 30 grams of caster sugar in this mixture and mix it together. Mix until you basically have stiff peaks.
You can see the temperature rises really, really quickly with this. 107, 110. And when this reaches 124, we're going to pour it in the mixture there with the egg whites. You can tell we're almost there. Starting to bubble perfectly. What you want. 124, perfect. All right, we're here. Let's lower this guy down and pour it in here. Okay. What are we at here? This needs to reach 145 degrees. Okay, I think we have reached 140, 45. $37, $39. We are there. Excellent. It got real hot real quick. Now we're going to pour this in the outer mixture. And do the same thing over again. Alright, now we're going to pour in. I'm not making them all. You need about 250 grams. That's around 3/4 of this right here. Keep the rest for later. And your almonds. And now you just mix. And it's really sticky. Now you basically get to mix the whole thing together, making sure everything gets nice and covered. And this will set when it gets cold. So as it gets colder, it'll start to set and firm up. You can tell it's kind of doing it already. So now you get your wafer, and it has two sides. One side is really fine. The other side is kind of coarse. You want to put the fine side down so the coarse side's up. Then you're going to grab your mixture here and pour it on like so. Now you can kind of figure out how thick you want to make it. I might be able to do two of them, two kind of thin ones here. So we're going to spread it to every little corner, making sure it doesn't go over. And don't worry if it does, it's okay. You'll just have to wash it off. But basically, it's going to be the thickness of your hazelnuts. Actually, you only might need some more. I'll make a smaller one for later on the other one. You can pre-cut your nuts if you want to. I didn't do it this time. Maybe I should have, but another way. Hindsight's 20/20. Then you get another sheet. Same thing, rough side down. Now onto your, align your sheet. And you just want to basically let it firm down like this. Grab a knife or a spoon and kind of get it all in there in the middle. It's going to want to continue to like spread out as much as possible. Your job is to get it back in. And again, as it cools, it'll start to harden. And then after this step, we're going to pop it in the fridge. Ideally overnight, it'll harden properly. There we go. Try to flatten it out as much as you can. Careful not to break anything. And you can put it on parchment paper. It won't stick really well to this. We're going to do a little transferoo here. Maybe. And here we go. already stuck to it. We're gonna roll with it. Boom. Directly on here. But this one will be actually a bit smaller, so I'm not too worried about this one. Getting too big. Yeah, it's already firming up a lot. Wow. That's good. That's what you want. You want it to firm up. And because this one's smaller, we're gonna go ahead and just do it on one side. Pop that bugger on top of here. Same thing with this one. We're gonna put it in the fridge real quick. Oops, I ripped it. All right, it's been a couple hours. Let's see what we got.
Here's a little nougat of information. Actually, Torrone comes from medieval Italy, especially in the Cremona region, where the confection was famously presented in 1441 at the wedding of Bianca Maria Visconti and Francesco Sforza. The name Torrone may come from the Torre Tower, inspired by Cremona's Torrazzo Bell Tower. Over time, regions across Italy developed their own variations, but the classic white Torrone remains a holiday staple and symbol of Italian festivities.
Look at this. Beautiful. I could have probably put a bit more nougat in the middle here to kind of bridge the gap in the voids, but this turned out amazing. It smells beautiful. And yeah, beautiful. Let's cut it up.
If you like this video and you want to try it at home, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Also helps me understand what you guys like to watch. Again, I like to make things that are not super easy to make, but at least to give you some kind of challenge. And it brings back memories of when you were maybe a kid, if your parents or grandparents did this with you too. So again, thanks again for watching, and enjoy the rest. Ciao for now.